Hey guys. Okay, so I'm doing this on my phone because my laptop, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I uploaded my last video. I don't remember most of what I said in it. That's fine. So basically, I am now, let's see, it's the beginning of May. So I am, or it's towards the middle. So I'm about 5 months on testosterone. I had a 3 week interlude with no testosterone because shit happened. Basically, I had switched from the gel to the shot, but nobody told me how to do the shot, and I hadn't gotten, I wasn't able to inject myself on the first try. That's not something you want to do. I mean, unless you're educated, but I was not educated, so I went to the doctor, and they're like, okay, your doctor isn't here, so let's send you over to this other clinic that's right next door, and I'm sure someone there can inject you and teach you how. Okay. So I go over there. Also, pardon Leah. She's a puppy, and I'm in the living room. Okay. So anyway, so I go in there. A nurse is like, can you look it up to another nurse where I was in the clinic where I was? So she Googled it, printed out the papers, and handed them to me. And she used the papers as a reference. The nurse who was injecting me, to figure out what she was doing. If something had gone wrong, I could have sued them. Sorry, this is I'm pissed, but I'm going to pretend not to show it face. Keyword pretend. Okay. So, I don't want to apologize. I'm trying to remember to look at the camera and not at my face, because when I look at my face, I look kind of weird, and I'm getting distracted again. Okay. So, she's like, okay. I'm going to write you an appointment card to come back in 2 weeks. I watched her prepare everything, but I couldn't watch her inject myself because I couldn't. She said, okay, here's an appointment card, come back in 2 weeks around 10 o'clock, and I'll do it again. This time you can watch, and then maybe the time after that you can inject yourself. Okay. Fast forward 2 weeks. I get there, and they're like, and I wait for an hour, I think it was like 35 minutes. They're like, oh, and I had checked in and everything, so I go up to the front, and I'm like, can I see the nurse, please? Leah. And they're like, okay, sure. And another 10, 15 minutes later, the nurse comes out. She's like, actually, very loudly, very, very loud. Actually, I can't do your testosterone shot. I wasn't supposed to do it in the first place. You have to do it yourself. Good luck. And I'm like, so I go back to the place I was at. The place I was at was okay, I was going to say queer friendly, but I'm not as gay, like in the gay community, as I used to be, even though I'm so gay. Like, umbrella gay. Because I'm trans, asexual, either pan or demi or aromantic. Still working that out. Anyway, so, so I went over to the place that was LGBT friendly. And mind you, usually I say LGBTQIAP+, but I'm really tired. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I went to the LGBT friendly place that I go, and I'm like, can someone here inject me? And they're like, they told you that was the only time they were going to do it. And I'm like, no, they didn't. I wasn't even watching. And then they're like, okay, let me go talk to the nurse. Let me see what's going on. I wait in the waiting room. 10, 15 minutes later, she comes back. They can't do it. They told you that was the only time. She wasn't even supposed to do it in the first place. And I'm like, because they didn't. Anyway, so I had to get on the next bus to work. I was going to be late for work. Yes, I did this before work. I got up early, and because it was a Thursday, I go on Thursdays. Because I don't have to be to work till 2:15, so I have time to wake up. So I can wake up at a semi-decent time. I only had to wake up at like 7:30 with the bus systems. And so anyway, so I get to work. I buy an orange so that I can practice first. And I do that. I'm fine. I go through the instructions about a million times. Mind you, I'm in the handicap stall on the floor, And I live in the U.S., so there's a ginormous gap underneath every stall. So anyone who comes into the bathroom can see me. I'm just about to inject myself, and somebody in the next stall goes, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just injecting myself for the first time. I'm okay." And it turned out to be my friend Heather. Yeah, Heather, at work. And she's like, "Oh, okay," whatever. And so I'm on the floor because doing it on the toilet wasn't working out. It was uncomfortable. Anyway, so I did it, and I was fine, relatively speaking. I went into a bit of a shock, which I do after I do a lot of things. I went into shock when I got my cartilage pierced. I actually passed out from it. It was bad. I went into shock when I got my tattoo done, which I don't know if I've shown you guys. I don't know if I can show you. There we go. I know you guys can see that. Nope, that's my hand. There we go. All right. I went in shock when I got that done. That shock was considerably more mild than when I got my cartilage pierced. It was more, I'm more dissociated than anything, but it wasn't a negative dissociation. It was more like a high dissociation. Dissociate, whatever. So that was a couple months ago now. So I've been injecting myself every other week. Everything's been going pretty well. With all of my chronic illnesses, it highly affects my thighs. This time it wasn't so bad. This week it wasn't so bad, but usually my thigh will hurt so bad, like I will swear it's bruised, even though it doesn't look bruised, and my leg will collapse a bit, or my leg won't collapse itself, but my everything will, and I will start to collapse, and it's horrible. And I've been noticing a lot of changes. I actually had to go clothes shopping for a whole new wardrobe because mine doesn't fit very well. I have my hips have gone down considerably. There's still plenty of feminine hip left, which I hate, but it's gone down enough that even pants that fit me fall down, so I have to wear a belt, which is really nice, actually. Hello, little Leah. This camera isn't so great with the weird lighting in here, but yeah, let's try this. There's the puppy. I got distracted, but there's a puppy on my lap. Oh, yeah. I have noticed my fat has been starting to redistribute. I mean, obviously the hips are a sign of that, but I'm getting wider, like front-wise, and I have a past of anorexia, and it's hard with that, especially because I've been gaining weight. Mind you, I have lost 4% of my body fat since I started testosterone, 4.5%. But I've also gained, what do I gain? 25 pounds. And that's a scary amount. Like, even 1 pound is a scary amount for me, but 25 pounds is overwhelming, and I try not to think about it too much. I've noticed I've started to get more muscle. Once I noticed I was starting to get more muscle, I have been, I know this isn't much, but I'll take my full water bottle and be doing the, this thing with it, to try to get my strength up, because I have been having, until this last month, I've been having to use 2 hands to flush the toilet because I wasn't strong enough. God, these videos are long. I'm so sorry. And hardly anybody even watches these. Man, I'm sorry, guys. Shout out to Tori. You rock. I love you. She's my cousin, and she's amazing. I love her. Sorry, I'm just looking off and you, sorry. Oh, my hair, on my legs has gotten darker, and I'm actually getting really dark hair on my thighs, and it's really exciting. Like, I went to the bathroom like a couple of weeks ago, and I was doing my thing, and And I entertain myself by looking at my scars, and I'm like, I have dark hairs on my thighs. I'm like really excited. It was fantastic. Um, and I have not safe for work bit here, so stop watching if you're at work or some shit. Um, I have so much more hair on my ass. Like, it's a fucking jungle, and it will randomly get tangled in itself, and it's horrible, and it eats toilet paper, and oh my god, it's horrible. I hate everything about that. Um, yeah. My voice is also deepened. Today my voice is pretty high. Normally it's more down here, and I'm talking like this. But this is where my voice is comfortably today. I don't know how well my mic will pick that up, but it's quite, I can hear it quite well. And one thing that's been really hard for me in taking testosterone is that I had just grown comfortable with singing in front of certain people. Like, I only did this for a few days, but it was the best friggin' few weeks of my life because it's once a week. Best few weeks of my friggin' life. It was this. It's this LGBT choir. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's wonderful and I love it. The only problem is now my voice has changed, and now not only do I have to match pitch, or now I can't just match pitch, I have to harmonize. And I grew up being like not allowed to sing in my house, like actually not allowed to sing, like actual consequences and shit, because my family's like, oh, you're tone deaf, you can't sing. Ugh. So I have this huge complex about it. So, but it's kind of hard. But overall, I'm pretty happy about this. It's scary. My hair's doing a thing. I'm sorry, but transitioning is terrifying, man. And like, I can't bind very often because of all my issues. Because it makes my back go from a 6 or a 7, where I usually am on my pain scale, to a 9 or a 10, which is horrible. And yes, I need the flat chest, but also I need to not be in pain. So I've mostly been wearing a sports bra that's a few sizes too small. It takes me down to at least considerably more masculine anyway. It takes me from being almost D's to like a B-ish. It's kind of nice, but it's falling apart, so I need to get a new one. And of course, I can't pack every day because I really like some of my feminine pants because they're so comfy, and I just can't not wear them. And I only have one pair of packing boxer shorts right now. No, not boxer shorts. Boxer briefs. That's what they're called. Those are the ones I like. So what I've been doing is I've been not packing very often, not binding very often, and hopefully we'll figure all this out soon. So, all right, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching, guys.